Hello, today we're going to be doing a flow that will help us to open up and to invigorate our body. So if you come down onto your yoga mat or onto your towel if you don't have a mat, what you may want as well, if you've got one about, is a yoga brick. If you don't have one, that's not a problem. We can have that to the side. So we're going to be coming down onto our backs with our feet at about hip distance apart and coming all the way down. So getting comfortable down there. Check that you're still breathing into that belly from here. So taking a big breath in and a big breath out. Just checking we've got that breath. You can have your arms down by your sides, hands by the hips. Pushing into those feet, taking a big breath in, we'll rise up in the pelvis. So we've got the shoulder blades on the mat and the feet on the mat. You may have the middle of your back down on the mat as well. See what works for your body. If this is a challenge for you and you have a brick available, you could pop that brick underneath the sacrum just to give yourself some extra support. And what we want to feel here is those glutes starting to fire. So if we take small pulses in that pelvis, so quite small pulses, see if we can start to feel those glutes waking up. If you can't feel those yet, you're not sure what's going on, you could take your hands and give those glutes a little bit of a slap so you can feel those starting to engage on each pulse. If you're not sure if you've got that feedback yet, you could take the heel of your hands, push those onto the hip bones and push down. Then feel those glutes fire to bring that body back in line. So keeping that pulse going, breathing in here, breathing out. So we're going to start to add on some layers. So see what works right for you and keep with the level where you feel you have the most strength and the most stability. So again, you might want to pop the arms down by the side for extra support here. We're going to push into the left foot. Then we're going to bring the right heel off the ground. Then the right knee off the ground. If that feels okay for you, you could flex that knee and keep those pulses going. Small little pulses here. Breathing in, breathing out. Bring that right foot down. Find that level in those hips. We want those hips to be flat across the body. Keep that pulse going again. Pushing down into the right foot. Bringing that left knee up. And just being aware that there may be different levels of strength and stability from one side to the next. Sense if you can feel that change in your body. Is it equal? Is there one that's a little bit stronger? Keep firing in those glutes, feeling that center really starting to work for you. We could bring that left foot down. Keep that pulse going if you can, otherwise holding strong. Bringing those arms up towards the sky. Finger is stretching out here, so those hands are spread. Big breath in, big breath out. Big breath in, reach a little higher in that right arm. On the out, bring that right arm down, hovering on the ground, fingers stretched. Breathing in, the arm comes back up. Breathing out, the hand will come down. So the palm of the hand is facing the wall in front of you. Breathing in, the arm will come back up. Breathing out. Breathing in, the left arm will reach that little bit higher. So maybe the top of the shoulder blade is coming off the mat. Breathing out, that left arm comes down, hovering off the floor. Breathing in, the left hand will come up to the sky. Breathing out, that left arm comes down and hovers off the mat. So we're thinking about a 90-degree angle from those elbows. Breathing in, the hands will come up. Then we can bring the arms down beside us, pause on the pulse if you've still got that going, and bring the body down in one long line. We're going to keep working on firing up that core. We're going to cup the skull in our hands. So wherever the skull was on the mat, we want the hands to be in that position. We want those elbows to be up to the sky. It stops us from resting on the shoulder blades, the scapula. We're going to take a big breath in Exhale, we'll rise up. It's a smaller movement than you think. We want the shoulder blades off the mat, but we want the center of the back to remain on the mat. Check that chin is neutral here. Can you fit 4 fingers side by side between the chin and the chest, looking up at the ceiling, the sky above you? Breathing out to come back down. I'm going to add a little bit. Big breath in. Exhale, we'll rise up, thinking about pushing down on the front of the body towards the back. And we'll bring the right foot up to the sky, heel pushing away. Those knees are in line with each other here. Big breath in. Big breath out, the foot comes down, the head comes down. Another big breath in. Exhale, rising up. Left leg pushing away, heel stretching to the sky. Big breath in here. Big breath out, check your chin. Big breath in. Big breath out, the foot will come down. Breath in to bring the head down. Big breath in here. I'm going to add more again, so see what's right for your body. Exhale, we'll rise up. Right foot coming up to the sky. Bring the knee over the hip, bending that knee. Open up that knee. Keeping that left sit bone planted down on the mat. Bring that knee back to center and bring the foot down. Head can come down. Big breath in. Big breath out, we'll rise up. Left foot coming off the mat, heel pushing away. Breathing in, the foot comes back to center. Pushing through the heel. Breathing out, the leg comes away. Breathing in, the foot comes to center. Breathing out, the foot comes down. Big breath in to come down. We're going to add a little bit more. We're going to bring some arms in. Big breath in. Big breath out. Check those elbows are up to the sky. Right heel pushing away. Left arm reaching up. Bring the knee in towards the chest. Knee in line with the hip. No closer. Breathing in. Breathing out. The foot pushes away. The foot comes down. The hand comes back. The head comes down. Big breath in. Big breath out. We'll rise up, pushing down in the front of the body. Left leg pushes away. Right arm reaching up. Left knee comes over the left hip. Breathing in here, breathing out. The left foot will come down, the hand will come back, the head will come down. We're going to add another layer, so see what works for you. Big breath in. Big breath out, we'll rise up. Right foot pushing away, heel coming in, knee is over the hip. Left arm reaching up. Bring both of those out just a smidge, just a couple of inches, coming back to center. The foot comes down, the hand comes back, the head comes down. Big breath in, elbows up to the sky. Exhale, we'll rise up. Left leg, heel pushes away. Knee comes over the hips. Right arm comes up, reaching away. They both open just a couple of inches away from the body. Breathing in to come back to center. The foot comes down, the hand comes back, the head comes down. We're going to add them all, so see if your body wants that or not. Big breath in. Big breath out. We'll rise up. Right foot up, pushing away. Left arm extends. Left leg pushing away. Right arm extends. Both knees come over the hips. Keep the chin neutral. We open a couple of inches away from the center line of the body. Bringing those both in. Opening away from the center of the body. Bringing them both in. Right foot down, left hand back. Left foot down, right hand back. The head comes down. Well done. We're going to be coming over onto all fours. So to get there, you could walk the feet to the side of the mat and push yourself up and over. Or you might want to bring the knees into the chest, roll yourself up and over. See what works for your body. So we're going to be on all fours here, thinking about pushing the ground away through the chest, thinking about that line in the back of the body from the skull, the scapula, and the sacrum. If you've got glasses, we naturally lift the head a little bit more, so it won't be quite as neutral as those without glasses on. So the knees are underneath the hips, hands are underneath the shoulders. Imagining there's a magnet on the back of the body drawing the front up, so we're rising in that center, hugging the center of the body in. Breathing in here. Breathing out, we're going to push that right leg behind us. We're on those toes. See if you can keep that stability. You may just toe tap here. Otherwise, you've got the option to bring the leg off the mat, keeping those hips even, so we're not leaning into our left side. We're keeping that even. See if you can bring that right knee underneath the body. Shin is hovering on the mat. Open that right knee to the side, keeping those hips even. Bringing that knee back to center. Pushing back in that heel. Leg comes down. We'll try that on the other side. Keep pushing that ground away. Soften the elbows. You want those elbow pits to be facing each other if you're a locker of your elbows. Extend the left leg. Toes are down. Sense the difference in stability in this side of your body. Maybe you toe tap on this side. Maybe that left leg comes up, heel pushing away. Check we're not leaning into our right side of the body. Bringing that right shin, hovering off the mat. Left shin, opening that left shin away from the body. Keeping those hips even, left shin hovers back. We extend the leg behind us. Toes come down, and we bring the left shin underneath. We're going to bring those arms in this time. So see what works for you. The right foot will extend. See if you can hover and pulse that right leg. Maybe you're toe tapping. See if you can bring that left arm forward. So opposite arm and leg. Breathing in here, breathing out. Maybe you can bring elbow towards knee underneath the body. And then extend. Reaching from one end of the room to the other. Bring those together underneath the body. Bring the hand down and the shin back down. We'll switch sides. Finding that connection, pushing through the ground. Left leg extends. Maybe you're toe tapping. Maybe you can bring that left leg up. Heel pushes away. Pulsing that left leg. Can the right arm come forward? Keeping that center high. We're not creating any arch in the back. We've got that long, strong body connection from the sacrum to the scapula to the skull. See if you can bring the knee and the elbow together underneath the body and extend those, reaching from one end to the other end of the room. Knee and elbow come together and extend underneath the body. Knee and elbow coming towards each other, extending underneath the body, extending away from one end to the other end of the room. Hand comes down, shin comes down. Take a big breath in here and a big breath out. We're going to be bringing the seat towards the feet. Doesn't mean they'll make contact. The arms will extend in front of us. Pinkies are down, the thumbs are up, keeping the forearms off the mat. If you've got a cushion nearby and you're struggling to bring the seat towards the feet, you could pop a cushion between the thighs and the calves. Maybe you have a cushion underneath the forehead as well. See where your body comes to. It may be that the thighs and the calves do meet, and maybe the head will come down onto the mat. Keep those forearms off the mat. You've just done a lot of work to wake up the body. See if it feels more comfortable with the knees together or apart. We are in our child's pose here. An active child's pose because we're keeping those shoulders awake. Breathing in here. Breathing out. Maybe leaning into one side and the other. Opening up that back. Opening up the space in the lower back, over the glutes and into the top of the hamstrings. Opening up the space underneath the shoulders, the armpit and down the side of the body as we lean from one side to the other. We can plant those hands down on the mat, rising back up. And that is our flow for today. You've woken up that core, you've switched on those glutes. Those legs are firing, that chest is on, that back is firing. Have a beautiful day.